My name is Elias Stupka, and I'm Senior Director at the Dana-Farber Cancer Institute, and I'm directing data science and bioinformatics there.
My name is Fionnuala Patterson, and I work for my own consultancy company called FPDX Consulting. I've worked with Paramount for about 8 years in a number of different roles.
I was building up a group at Boehringer Ingelheim Pharma, and I had to do a restructuring project, and we had a very informal chat and started thinking about what is it that would make a good team and how we would go about it.
I found with Paramount they spent the time at the beginning to really understand my needs.
It's very difficult to have a good network of individuals that are really knowledgeable in this area and that have achieved something in this area. And Paramount had an incredible network of potential candidates and people they could reach out to. They were very aware of what was happening in the field.
Bioinformaticians are notoriously difficult to recruit, and I've worked with agencies in the past and they see one bioinformatician the same as another bioinformatician, whereas the team at Paramount really got into the detail with me with regards to the role and tried to really understand what type of bioinformatician I needed.
Eugene decided to come out and really get to know everybody in our team, get to know how we worked, spend some time on site, to really get an understanding of, for a potential candidate, what it would be like to work there and to work with the team. And I think that helped a lot in the way they were screening candidates, that they could really portray the culture of the company, the type of skills, the type of people that they were going to work with, and really have an in-depth understanding. That made a big difference.
The next stage, where they were sending me through CVs and potential candidates, I wasn't overburdened with irrelevant CVs. They spent the time up front to understand what the role was and then sent through only really relevant candidates, which made my life incredibly easy.
They did a lot of the upfront screening, and that was incredibly valuable for us. So it was really not just a sort of quick paper screen, but it was in-depth, several rounds of interviews, so that what we would get, especially what I would get, would be already relatively high quality candidates. So that helped a lot. We had weekly check-ins where we would review what was the current situation and sort of map out also priorities. Even if you have a good pipeline of candidates, you need to think about what are we going to prioritize in terms of scheduling interviews, bringing people on site.
Paramount certainly have a very good holistic approach, and I think that's so important with the types of companies that I work for as well, because typically you're talking about very small teams, and one large character could have a massive impact on the entire team and the entire organisation, and it could be the wrong move for that candidate and it could be the wrong move for the company.
I've worked with other recruiters before, and what made this relationship really unique was this very in-depth and comprehensive approach. It was the level at which I was able to take a hands-off approach and just really wait for the best candidates to be screened and to arrive, and know that a lot of the conversations, a lot of the work had already been done by Paramount. So it's basically the main reason why I stick to them still.